Hey there, thought I'd make a little video about this new toy that I purchased, which is the Yeti Roadie 15 cooler. And you might be saying, wow, why did you spend so much money on a plastic box? And the answer to that question is simply that I thought it was cool. And so for the 4th of July holiday, REI was running a special 20% off a Yeti product. So this is a $200 cooler. I got it for about $160. Plus I had some REI, member dividends that I still haven't used this year. So I put that on it too. That was another like 25 bucks. So really I paid like about $140 for this, which is a pretty steep discount off of the normal price, but obviously still fairly expensive for a plastic box. But for me, I kind of did like some figuring out, some math in my head, and over the course of a couple of years at most, this is going to pay for itself because it's going to encourage me to eat. I do a lot of road trips and stuff like that, and I do a lot of traveling and around, and it's going to encourage me to, instead of going to restaurants, I'll be happy and excited to just kind of like get some things at a market or a supermarket or a farmer's market or whatever and just throw them in here and eat them later. Or like if, for example, I'm staying at a hotel and there's a free continental breakfast, I can grab a couple extra things of yogurt and throw them in here. And there's a lot of reasons why I'm happy to have something like this. Now, in addition to, because I did order online and pay online and then go pick it up, I also got a $10 gift card. That's another promotion that REI is running right now. And with that $10 gift card, I got not only the 20% off of this also, because I did them in separate orders. So it says you can only use it on one Yeti product, 20% off, but I did two separate orders. So I wound up getting 20% off of this. It's the medium ice block. This would normally be 20, so I got it for 16, plus with that $10 bonus gift card that I got because I did the online order pickup. I wound up getting this ice block for $6. So, pretty fairly significant discount on these two things. And for me, I realize Yeti is a lifestyle brand, maybe a little overpriced, maybe what it's going to do for me I could accomplish by going with some other brand, but I like the Yeti brand. I own a couple other things of Yeti. Let me grab this. This is the Yeti water bottle. Now, I paid a little more than you might pay for a regular water bottle for this, but I'm still to this day happy with the purchase because it's just a good water, but it's a well-engineered water bottle. It has this top that comes off that has a little handle. This comes off. I never regretted that I spent a little extra money on this, and I suspect that down the road I won't be regretting getting this cooler, and especially because this is a new color for Yeti. They just came out with these black forest greens. It's a limited edition or a limited time color, and green is my favorite color, though in recent years I've been gravitating towards other colors too, and my thinking is that perhaps one day green will no longer be my favorite color, but it's still on top. Green is still number one for me, and especially these dark kinds of green. So I'm really happy with this purchase. I'm going to be going on road trips. I'm leaving at the end of this month. I'm going to be out of my apartment, and I haven't signed a new lease on another apartment, so I'm going to be kind of like a free agent in terms of shelter and moving around for a while, and I really don't know what I'm going to do. So this cooler is going to help me be able to, go to a supermarket and get some lunch meat and throw that in this, and all kinds of other things that I could do in place of going to restaurants when you're traveling around. First of all, restaurants are they're overpriced anymore. They're not that good anymore. More often than not, I'm disappointed when I go to a restaurant, but I don't feel that way when I just get my own food and make it, and I have a couple of little like camp stoves and things, a bigger camp stove and also a little mini camp stove, so I could have that with me and even cook food or just buy sandwiches if I'm out at a supermarket, and keep the cooler and the sandwiches in the trunk, and then when I'm done with my hike or whatever I'm doing, I could come back and I'll have food. I won't have to worry about going and spending, $20 on a meal, because when you're out traveling, you don't want to be eating like the cheapest fast food all the time either. And sometimes when you're in like a cool little tourist town or something, the prices even on fast food are inflated beyond what they normally might be. And for that matter, fast food itself is a lot more money than it normally would be. So yeah, I paid a lot for what amounts to a plastic box. It's not even a roto-molded cooler, which is what Yeti started out making. This is injection molded. So, it's not quite as good in terms of keeping everything cold as their really top of the line coolers. They call their Yeti Tundra coolers, but I'm happy with it. For my purposes, I don't go on like 7-day fishing trips and things like that. So for my purposes, this is a great cooler. It looks cool. It's well engineered. It has these latches, come off fairly easily. There's a basket that you can get for the top here that I'm going to purchase. And I have the ice. The ice fits perfectly down in the middle. One thing I noticed when I opened it up, it came with a card that you can get the Yeti cooler lock port. So you can put a lock here, a lock port, and then put like a padlock through it so that people, somebody else can't open it. Let's see, it did come with this this little envelope. Let's see if I got a sticker. That would be cool. I like getting stickers when I buy things. No sticker yet. Let's see. Yeti Roadie. I don't think there's a sticker. No, unfortunately, no sticker. That's one complaint I would have for... Oh! I got a Yeti sticker. Awesome. Not sure where I'll put that, but glad I have it. Yeti Roadie 15, black forest green.